I saw the sparkles from back there, but yes, this is definitely...
This is the champion sweater of the Holocaust Memorial Center Ugly Sweater Competition 2019.
I can see why.
We should grace the stage.
Totally see why. Let's hear it for the band. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hannukah, everyone. It is delightful to be back here for our annual Shabbatica event with all of you here at Temple Kol Ami. Welcome to everyone who's joined us in person. Welcome to everyone who has joined us online. We begin our service with words well known. Hine ma tov u'manayim. How good, how sweet, how wonderful it is for brothers and sisters to be able to join together at the top of your supplemental sheets.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma
into our world as we enter into Shabbat. But first, we have another night of Hanukkah to celebrate. And so I'd like to welcome the Reichstein family, Claire and her kids and her parents, if they want to come up too to help us with lighting our Shabbat and holiday candles. The blessings for the Hanukkah candles can be found on page 279 in our prayer books, and we rise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hannukah. Baruch atah She'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim ha'hem ba'azman hazeh.
One more. 6 lights, 6 nights. 6 lights.
In the window where you can send your glow from my menorah on newly fallen snow, I will set you 6 little candles on this, the 6th night of Hannukah.
We continue on page 2 in our prayer books for the blessing over the Shabbos candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We wish you light and strength and blessing. Come on down. You may be seated.
On your handouts, light up these lights.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you.
presence, the Sabbath. Joyful to be able to greet it once again on this special holiday Shabbat. We continue with the words Boi Kala, pleading with that Shabbos bride as we imagine her to come and be with us, page 20 in our prayer books. The Baruch Hu, as we then continue in Rolling into Dark, page 28.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Bottom of your front page.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech. Borei yom v'layla, v'choshech mipnei or. Borei yom v'layla.
You taught Torah to those whose names I bear. Teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Give me a light in the darkness and help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם ושבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We all need a light in the darkness, and when the darkness clouds our world, we need that truth to draw us near. This is a holiday of Hannukah, of dedication. And so as we come to this moment, we dedicate ourselves to that belief, to that idea, to that faith that a better world is possible, and that when we're able to join hands and march together, surely we will be able to reach the promised land. We continue with Mi Chamocha, page 40 in our prayer books. Song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We continue with Hashkivenu on the back side of our supplemental sheets.
Hashkivenu Adonai לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guide us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
Only in Motown, right? Here we go.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me.
You know it, join in, here we go.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. 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 A Kol Ami tradition.
So we're about to enter into the core prayer of our evening service, known as the Amidah, the standing prayer, or simply the Tefillah, the prayer. We'll be joining together as we usually do from pages 46 through page 52, and then we'll each have the opportunity to complete the prayer as we wish. A note that it is Hannukah, and so you can involve any Hannukah additions if you'd like. Once you've finished your prayer, feel free to have a seat. Continue with some quiet meditation. Don't stand up quite yet, though, because we've got a special opportunity here to be moved by the music. And so as we have our opening words here, asking for our hearts, for our lips, for our souls to be open in prayer in this moment. When you feel you're ready, that is your moment to stand. We're currently page 46 in our prayer book, Adonai Sefatai.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע משניב הרוח ומוריד הגשם מחוקר חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ברוב חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו נשעני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומיתו מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה ונתן לך חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. On page 264 in your prayer books, you'll find a traditional prayer that is sung on Hannukah and Purim for the great miracles, Al Hanisim. With our choir to help us.
Page 264. To our choir. Gorgeous. Whoa. Friends, while we get to enjoy a night of celebration here, how well we are aware that those in our world, many whom we know, friends, family, perhaps even ourselves, are in need of healing. And we as a congregation draw strength in this moment as we share our prayers for individuals that we are thinking of. This Shabbat, as a congregation, we are thinking of Yasmin Aftab, Linda Bloom, Linda Blumenthal, Linda Bloomstein, Alana Eisner, Stuart Engel, the family and friends of Jalen, Al Friedberg, Susan Green, Barbara Greenberg, Stan Greenberg, Steve Gross, Maury Heiger, Tom Houston, Daniel Catch, Lori Catch, Suzanne Levin, Ron Loeb, Marguerite, Jim Marks, Dr. Jeffrey Miller, Caleb Moses, Chuck Norris, Meg Piavis, David Rader, Diane Siegel DeVita, Lisa Shapiro, Steve Sabelski, Stuart Trosch, Lauren Weiss, Lisa Whitman, Lolita Williams, and Peter Wolf. If there are others those here are thinking of whose names were not mentioned, please feel free to add them at this time. For Manouche. For Joel. For mine. For all those mentioned and the many more that go unmentioned, we pray for Refuah Shleimah as we continue on our supplemental sheets with some ancient words of healing. For all the pain that's out there this week, all those who have been traumatized and terrorized, all those who were affected in this horrific act of terrorism, and their families and first responders and community members, and all of us who struggle to cope with and understand what this tragic horror is for. We think of all of them, we draw them into our hearts with these ancient words of healing. El na rafan Allah, we call out and ask for healing.
Repeat after me. Dear God of our ancestors,
Dear God of our ancestors,
help us renew our faith.
help us renew our faith.
Grant us a perfect healing.
Grant us a perfect healing.
Bring peace to all our days.
Bring peace to all our days.
And now, refine Allah, refine Allah new. And now, refine Allah, refine Allah new. Restore our strength of body.
Restore strength and body.
Help clarify our minds.
Help clarify our minds.
Refresh our tired spirits.
Refresh our tired spirits.
Rejuvenate our life.
Rejuvenate our lives.
And now, refine Allah, refine Allah new. And now, refine Allah, refine Allah new. Thank you for all these blessings.
Thank you for all these blessings.
Throughout our days and nights,
Throughout our days and nights,
we celebrate the journey,
we celebrate the journey.
this precious gift of life.
This precious gift of life.
And now, refine Allah, refine Allah new. And now, refine Allah, refine Allah new.
Did you know that Hannukah is a time of magic? When sparks of holiness fill the air and the most unexpected things can happen. It just so happens that on the 8th night of Hannukah, long ago, in a faraway village, a child lit his Hannukah candles and lingered to enjoy them. We're taught that when we light the Hannukah candles, that we're not supposed to have them for any practical purpose, but to admire them and to bask in their holy light. And that when we open our hearts and imaginations on Hannukah, the most unexpected things can happen. The child watched the 9 candles as they burned, taking in their holy light. He watched them as they burned slowly in a room that was so quiet that he thought he heard them speak. And as he heard their voices, he heard that they were sad. The first candle said, "I am peace, but these days nobody wants to keep me lit." He watched as the flame of peace flickered, slowly diminished, and then went out completely. Next, the second candle said, "I am compassion, but these days everyone is only thinking about themselves, and no one needs me anymore." So the flame of compassion flickered, slowly diminished, and then went out completely. Sadly, the third candle spoke, "I am love, and I haven't the strength to stay lit any longer." And waiting no longer, love too went out completely. The fourth candle said, "I am gratitude, but without peace, compassion, and love, there is no place for me either." And the candle of gratitude suddenly extinguished. The fifth candle said, "I am joy, but with so much sadness in the world, how could I possibly carry on?" So next, the flame of joy flickered, slowly diminished, and then went out completely. The sixth candle said, "I am security, but why do I burn at all when no one feels that I am even here?" And so security was extinguished. The seventh candle said, "I am trust, but with so few coming to light my way, I can no longer endure." And so trust departed as well. The eighth candle said, "I am faith, but these days it appears I am no longer indispensable." And then faith's flame slowly diminished. As the child realized that the 8 candles were no longer burning, he began to cry. "Why are you not burning?" he asked. "You're supposed to stay lit until the end." Then the shamas candle spoke gently to the little child. "Little child, don't be afraid, for I am hope. And while I still burn, we can relight the other candles." So with shining eyes, the child took the candle of hope and lit the other 8 candles. And with that, the child realized his lesson. We must never let the flame of hope go out in our lives. With hope, no matter how bad things look or are, faith, trust, security, joy, gratitude, love, compassion, and peace can shine brightly in our lives. As we're here together this Shabbat, many of us are aware, as Julian just reminded us, of the tragic incidents that happened in our community. And I hope that while this night gives us a little bit of joy, a little bit of goodness, and a little bit of gladness, that it instills within us most of all hope, that we can take this goodness back with us to our lives, to our circles, and that we can bring some real change to bring true light to our world. May this be God's will. Ken Yehi Ratzon. We continue into the concluding section of our service. The Siyum begins on page 282 as we rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei gedula v'yoser b'reishit, shelo asan k'goy ha'ratzon, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'nechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, v'mishtachavim u'modim, l'ifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'ne'eman v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu, yiyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. We think of our loved ones recently taken from us, and we think of them, all those who have touched the lives of members of our community, who have been a part of this congregation, who have been a blessing to all humanity, who have been martyrs to our people, giving their lives, al kiddush Hashem, for the sake of sanctifying God's name. We as a congregation are in a period of Shiva as we mourn along with all the families of our area for those lives lost in the tragic shooting. Hannah St. Juliana, Tate Meyer, Madison Baldwin, and Justin Schilling. We're also in a period of Shiva for the legend Jewish composer Stephen Sondheim and all of the wonderful works that he brought to us. We're in a period of Shloshim, following the recent passing of Coralie Paul, Michael Huff, and Boris Shuckett. We are observing the yard sites this week of the following individuals. They are Leo Brodsky, Richard Brower, Sylvia Brown, Violet Cooper, Grace Ovshinsky Davis, Irene Davis, Isaac Herman Davis, Freda Ganelin, Beatrice K. Goldberg, Marvin Kahn, Seymour Kirsch, Harold Merritt, Hazel Mintz, Samuel Z. Obenthal, Martha Riley, Harold Rosenberg, Bonnie M. Siegel, Louis Solomon, and David Strom. If there are others, those with us this evening are thinking of for the Mourner's Kaddish, please feel free to add their name at this time. Then we rise together as one community, sharing our support and solidarity with all those in mourning and all those observing yard sites as we join together, page 294.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'lizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shnai Rabba mevarach le'alam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha v'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shalom Rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen.
You may be seated as we welcome our officer, Jason Gold, to come on up and share announcements with us.
Thank you, Rabbi. Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. We are having our first TKA Bright Stars Talent Show this Sunday. December 5th at 11:30, right after religious school. Please come support your fellow TKA members as they show off their talents. Join us for our new adult learning program, Torah on Tap. On Wednesday, December 15th at 7 p.m., join Rabbi Gutmann for this unique learning experience. You must be 21 and up to attend. I assume Torah on Tap means beer. Okay, 21 and up. RSVP to the office. I hate to tell you about the announcements tonight, short but sweet, that's it. We wish all of you a very happy and healthy Hanukkah. Thank you for joining us this evening. Shabbat Shalom.
I want to thank the band tonight for Dr. Henry Shevitz on the piano, Lance Gable on the bass, Scott Loney on guitar, Joanna Loney on vocals, North Gorman coming home from college playing the drums, Gary Kravitz on rhythm guitar. Thank you so much. And we have our choir joining us for our closing song, Not by Might, Not by Power, on page 365. And I promise we will eat after. And so we sing our final song, and you'll hear more from the choir after. Yeah. Ready? Yes.
A lot of people, but Janet, who worked with our choir, with our band, put together this incredible service. We wish you strength. Here, let's rise as we turn to page 5 for our blessing over wine.
We will have our candlelighting ceremony at the menorahs in just a bit.
Happy Hanukkah.